Welcome, my future explorers. We are live at Expo 2020 and this is episode 73, Iraq, Solomon Islands and South Sudan. My name is Danielle and I am your host for today, and I'm so excited to go on this journey with you and explore lots and lots of more pavilions. So, as a reminder, this is a live stream gameplay interactive show, so that means I need you to be involved from beginning to middle to end. Let me know that you're watching. Where are you watching from? Let me know what you want me to do, any questions you have, things that you want me to try, food to eat, anything, because every time you get involved in that chat, you're going to earn points. And for every 100 points that we earn together, we earn those seeds of change that we'll pledge at the end of the episode to one of those many amazing causes. So I'm currently on Sunset Avenue in the Opportunity Districts, and you may see behind me we have our UK pavilion. Okay, that's been explored in a previous show. Okay, we have all those words displayed up there, one of Stephen Hawking's final projects. Okay, and you see all of those words up there, thinking about what words or message we may have for the future, or for anyone else out there in the universe. Okay, so exciting stuff. I'm raring to get going, okay, because we've got 3 pavilions to explore, and then also something else as well. You'll find out very soon. So I'm going to make my way to my first pavilion, which is going to be the Solomon Islands. Okay, has anyone ever been there before? Hello, Prince Imran. Wow, nice expo. Okay, yes, welcome. I hope you're going to enjoy the show today. Karunda, hello guys. Perfect. Woohoo, yes, 22 Twins, nice to have you back. Okay, so I have my first greeter here ready and waiting for me as we're ready to explore this first pavilion. And I have Garrett here with me. Hello.
Hi, hello everyone, welcome.
Thank you so much for meeting us. We're so excited to get inside this pavilion and learn more and more about the Solomon Islands.
Not a problem, I'm looking forward to showing you the pavilion. Please come in. Welcome.
Perfect.
Welcome to the Solomon Islands.
Thank you. Okay, so I've never been to the Solomon Islands and I'm not sure where it is, so I think that's a good place to start.
It is, it's the best place to start. The Solomon Islands is an archipelago located in the South Pacific in the Oceania region. On the map, this is us here, so there's around 1,000 islands in the island group that stretch from our borders with Vanuatu to our border with Papua New Guinea. We're about a 2 hour 45-minute flight north of Brisbane, Australia, so not too far to get to.
Okay, amazing. So we have lots of people watching the show from all over. So we have Romy, hello from France.
Oh,
okay,
hello.
Perfect. Okay, so what's the first thing that we can learn today?
Well, the Solomon Islands, it's a very real, raw, rustic destination. And that's the thing that we're trying to give off with this pavilion as well. You don't see too much digitization. Everything is very hands-on. Everything you can touch, you can look at, it's real, just like the destination.
Perfect. Okay, so this has caught my eye firstly. So what do we have here?
What we have here is called the Tindalo. This is from the far eastern provinces of the Solomon Islands, the Tuamotu province. It's a healing stone. So belief has it is if you are sick or you're ill, you make an offertory to this stone and you will become well again.
Oh wow, well that would be amazing.
It would.
Okay, and moving on?
Well, moving on. So 200 years ago, the Solomon Islands did not have pillows. People slept on mats on the ground, and to keep their heads off, this is what they used. This is a headrest. So you'd put that down, you'd rest your head on there instead of sleeping on a pillow.
Is that comfortable?
It doesn't look too comfortable, but I'm sure it's not as uncomfortable as it looks.
Perfect. Oh, and hello Fidel in the Philippines, and I think I saw Rhonda there in California. Okay, so more artifacts for us?
That's right. The Solomon Islands worshipped animals in a previous time. So crocodiles, sharks, turtles, they were all totems for us. These are just stone carvings depicting some of those animals. But on the far left here, this is actually a weight. It's an anchor that would be used to secure your little dugout canoe from floating away in the current.
Oh, very intricate designs there. So I see more and more things behind you. Nice little display here.
Yes, this is a replica of a Tomoko canoe from the western province of Solomon Islands. This is a very small replica, even though it's this large, because the usual ones are about the length of this room, and they carry up to 30 to 40 warriors in them. Primarily a mode of transportation, In previous times, you would not want to see this arriving on your shores because it usually would carry a headhunting party. But today, they're used for transporting wedding couples, guests, and that kind of thing. It's more of a showcase now.
Okay, so quite a different...
That's right.
Quite a different showcase. Perfect. Okay, and then I see we have a screen up here.
Yeah, what we have here is just some rotating videos from some of the guests we've had the privilege of having at the Solomon Islands. So this guy runs a fishing show, and he's just been doing some cooking, learning how to catch fish traditionally, learning how to cook them using traditional method. And so we get a few of these influences in, well, as often as we can. At the moment, no one's come in yet because of COVID, for obviously, but...
Okay. So we have, I'm just going to let you know, so we have a little quiz going, but you can't answer the question because
Right.
you'll probably know the answers, I'm sure. So we have our poll, and it says the Solomon Islands are made up of over 900 islands. How many of these islands remain uninhabited by humans? Hashtag A, 25%, hashtag B, 75%, hashtag C, all of them. Interesting. Hashtag D, 50%. Okay, so you have got to get involved. How many of these islands, the many, many islands, are not currently inhabited by people? You've got 1 or 2 minutes to get your votes in. Okay, perfect. So, moving on over here, I spot an instrument.
That's
and
right.
we love musical instruments on this show.
Oh, Solomon Islanders just love music. Any excuse to get together and have a good old shindig, eh? So these are your percussion panpipes. What you do is, usually you'd have a coconut husk paddle, and that's what you'd beat it with.
Ah, yes. Perfect. Okay, so going on through here, this looks like a lovely design of the next part of the pavilion. So what's happening down here?
So what's happening down here, this is just a corridor that displays some of our local tourism-based videos and stuff like that. So you've got this video here, you've got another couple down there.
Oh, so let's get a little closer. We can see some of that beautiful nature and landscapes. And then we have these speakers, and you can listen to the sounds of the island. Perfect. Okay, everybody, so I've just heard that the chat actually got the answer wrong. Okay, the actual answer, I know some of you said C, all of them. I mean, Garrett's from the Solomon Islands, so I presume that some of them are habitable. So the actual correct answer was hashtag D, 50%. Okay? Okay, thanks for getting involved, everybody. So we carry on through the pavilion.
So we've got just some more videos here.
Okay, perfect. So what can we explore next?
Well, I'd like to show you something that's like everyday life in the Solomon Islands. This is a painting here by a friend of ours in the pavilion. This depicts a normal day in the Langalanga Lagoon. The Langalanga Lagoon is famous for its artificial islands. So it's not attached to the mainland, it's in a lagoon in Malaita province. And that's pretty much your everyday scene there. More than 95% of the Solomon Islands lives via subsistence fishing or farming. And they just eat what they catch or eat what they harvest.
Amazing. Okay, and moving on through. Yep, so we follow around to the rest of the pavilion, and we obviously just spoke about nature before. We had a little look on that video, and I think this side of the pavilion is just going into a little bit more detail. I see lots of vibrant colours there.
That's right. This just depicts some of the different flora and fauna that we have in the islands. Some of the birds we have. We've got 73 endemic species, and about, let's say, quite a few of them are not found anywhere else in the world. Ah, you're making me homesick now. Look at that.
Oh, no.
We've got the largest turtle rookery in the world as well. The hawksbill turtle is critically endangered. And we've got the largest hawksbill turtle rookery in the world, located in Manning Strait, which is located in Solomon Islands Western Province, well, kind of between Isabel and Choiseul provinces. So around 2,000 of these endangered turtles nest there every year.
Wow, amazing. So we have a question from Nabil, which says, which season is good for tourism? So when's best to visit?
The best time to visit
Islands?
would be between May and October. That's the drier season. I mean, it's a tropical island nation, so you do get squalls blow through, but it's usually fine from May to October. After that, we get what the Indians call monsoon season, so it's just the rainy season for us.
Okay, and does the rain it stops raining quite quickly anyway?
It can hang on for a while. Like
okay.
right now, it's still raining.
Oh.
So here we just have some of the faces of the Solomons. These are mostly Melanesian faces. You see here, this is a bride-to-be. She's in her part of what is her dowry, some of the local shell money that she's wearing. That would have been presented to her by her groom's family.
Oh wow, it looks very, very vibrant. And I see these little boats here. So do people often travel on these to go to get food? Or?
This is a floating market. What you do have is one of the most popular activities in the Solomons is to take a trip aboard one of the liverboards. So we have dive liverboards, but you don't have to be a diver to enjoy that. They snake through the islands. It takes, 3 to 4 days to do. And usually when you stop at certain points, the market comes to the ship. So you can get your fresh tropical fruits and veg straight from the ship.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so we have this very glorious picture up here. Is this the same boat that we saw before?
It is indeed. That is a Tomoko. And thankfully, it looks like this party in it are not going for war. I don't see any weapons there. Like I said, it's a major mode of transportation. So these guys are probably just trying to get somewhere quick.
Okay, so we have comments from people at home, and we have Twin says, nice clothing, it looks interesting and vibrant too. So I think we've got some fans of your colourful shirt.
This is my work uniform. So we did a rebranding like a few years ago. So now we have 3 sets of uniforms. So the orange is usually one of our everyday wear. We've got green as well. And it's been jokingly said that the uniforms are so bright because we do a lot of inter-island travel in these little not dugouts, but outboard motors. So that if anything does go wrong, we can easily be spotted by our rescuers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, amazing, good to know. So we nearly passed this earlier, a little bit about your history, which would be interesting maybe for viewers at home.
Yeah, so the Solomon Islands was discovered in 1568 by this gentleman over here, Alvaro de Mendaña de Nera. And it was on the shores of Guadalcanal, which the capital is located. In front of the Matanico River, he found some deposits of alluvial gold. So he looked at it and what he thought was the best quality, so he said he likened it to the gold that would have been in King Solomon's temple.
Oh wow, very interesting.
So he gave the country the name the Isles of the Solomons.
Okay, and then just to finish off, we see obviously some local produce, things using local materials. We even have tuna.
That's right, that's one of our biggest exports, the tuna. Some of the best in the world. If you do get the chance, come and try some.
Amazing, I'm a big fan of tuna, so good to know. Okay, perfect. So we also have, just to give you a little comment, John says, super nice man and host.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John. Okay, perfect. So we've now just earned our first badge of the show. This is our Solomon Islands badge, which is unlocked. So thank you so much,
Awesome.
Gareth, for helping us earn that. And we've learned lots of knowledge about the island. So thank you so much.
Thank you also. It's been a privilege being a part of this. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. So thank you so much for having us.
No problem.
Okay, perfect. So I've just noted there, potential Camel says Solomon Islands is definitely added to my travel bucket list. Well, there you go. That's what we're here for, to give you those potential options of maybe places you'd want to go and visit. Okay, perfect. Yes, Twin, Solomon Islands badge. Yay! Okay, perfect. So, guess what? It's very swiftly onto our next pavilion because it's literally just back to back. We're off to South Sudan. Nabil, glad that you were very happy to see that pavilion, and it's on to the next one. And just remember, as always, if you want to check out previous episodes, this is episode 73, you can check out virtualexpodubai.com. Okay, thank you for all the thanks. And Rhonda, thank you, and I would come visit. Yes, for sure. Okay, so we are on to our next pavilion. Okay, I'm outside South Sudan, ready to meet our next greeter. And hello.
Hello,
We
good
have His
evening.
Excellency
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Say hello to our viewers.
Hello, audience. Hello, spectators. Welcome to Republic of South Sudan Pavilion, the world's youngest nation. How young? Independence, July 9th, 2011. It's located in Northeast Africa, right below Sudan, and then Ethiopia is to our right or to the east. Population is only 12 million. So we have great things in South Sudan. Please come and discover the undiscovered. the unseen, the untold, the unknown.
Perfect.
There's a lot to
So,
learn.
just in case you didn't hear me the first time, we have His Excellency Deng here. We're so happy to have you on the show.
Thank you, Danielle.
We're so
Thank you.
excited to get lots of knowledge. Thank
Absolutely.
you. Let's start our tour. So, the world's youngest nation.
Yes.
Amazing. And what do we have first off in this pavilion?
Here we have some of the artifacts of South Sudan. We have a musical instrument here that has about 11 strings, and we also have another musical instrument that is produced locally. Over there, it has metal strings as well, very unique sound. And over here, we have our traditional items that we use for water and wine, and bottom here for milk and drinking water. These items have been used for many, many, many years in South Sudan.
Amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to, before we fully get in depth with this pavilion, I just want to pan around so people can understand the design and layout of this beautiful pavilion with its sheerness of the white, but then what really pops is these pictures and images that are so full of colour.
Yes, here we have the nature in South Sudan, and we have the tallest mountain, Mount Kinyeti, 3,187 meters. And you can see the beauty that South Sudan is actually a very pristine environment that has not, been polluted, for many years. So the scenery and the beauty of the country is unbelievable. So I invite the visitors and all the tourists that hopefully come to South Sudan to visit South Sudan, this beautiful place.
Amazing, yes, the landscapes look absolutely captivating. And now we're on to the wildlife.
Now we come to the wildlife. South Sudan wildlife, we have 8 major national parks and 13 game reserves. And we have here 7,000 elephants, as you can see here. There's about 7,000 elephants. And we have also the bulls down here, and we have the tiangs, and we have about 1.2 million, 2 million white ear cubs. So the wildlife in South Sudan is amazing. So 8 major national parks and 13 game reserves.
Wow, perfect. Okay, so moving on through sports and people. So is sport a very big part of the
Sports
culture?
and people, as you can see here, wrestling is one of the top sports in South Sudan. Of course, it's actually a traditional wrestling that has existed for thousands of years. And wrestling really, once there is an event for wrestling, a lot of people from the villages do converge and go there. The young men, boys and girls, women and men. And in addition, we have basketball. Basketball is very big, of course, in South Sudan. Apart from other sports, we have about 7 players in the NBA, and I think South Sudan has one of the tallest players.
Well, you're very
tallest
tall
people
yourself.
in South Sudan.
You're very tall.
I'm 6 feet 3 inches. I think I'm average. Here we talk about the tradition and culture. Of course, South Sudan is a multicultural, multi-racial country, and we have 64 tribes. And you can see the different tribes, the costumes that they have here, showing our cultural diversity. It's a beautiful thing, and I think the diversity is something very big in South Sudan, and we cherish that diversity.
Amazing. So then we come to what is one of the most captivating parts of this pavilion, with all those beautiful images. I'll just get a little bit closer and pan across. Beautiful faces of the people of Sudan. South Sudan. And then this amazing image in the center. So what is this wall representing overall?
We are showing you can see the faces of the different people in South Sudan, again reflecting the cultural diversity and tradition in South Sudan, and that's what makes the identity of South Sudan. As I said before, the 64 tribes, so therefore 64 different distinct languages. Now back here behind me, you see cattle, and basically the cattle population is 12 million, equals the population of South Sudan, which is 12 million.
Wow.
This is apart from goats and sheep, brings it up to 45. So animal resources is something very big in South Sudan, as well as fisheries. I did not mention about fisheries. We have a fish called the Nile perch, 6 feet, about 90 kilos, That comes from the Nile, and as well as the tilapia from the River Nile, the longest river in the world, 4,132 miles.
Okay, perfect. So we have lots of people watching, and we have Rhonda says lots of smiles. Yes, lots of smiley faces of the people of Sudan, which is so lovely to see. And I suppose it's so useful to know about tourism if you want people to visit. So what are the kind of activities that people can do?
In tourism, as I mentioned before, we have eight major national parks and 13 game reserves. However, we are looking for investment in order to put in this infrastructure. However, now the activities that we have, one of the major national parks is the Nimuli, and you can see here the white water rafting in Nimuli. Nimuli is one of the largest national parks, and those are the activities that we are trying to promote tourism in South Sudan. There are very good hotels in Juba, in the capital city, but in where these national parks are, we're just looking to put in the infrastructure. So we are, appealing to, the visitors and the people who are trying to visit South Sudan to come and see the beauty of the country. And of course, we are also here talking about discover the undiscovered. As I mentioned, unseen, untold, unknown. It's a new country. As you can see, the pavilion is white. We're a new country. We're still writing our history. So I'm inviting, tourists and people to learn more about South Sudan, because the beauty of the country is incredible. Looking at the scenery, this is tamarind. Again, agriculture is very big. 6 to 9 months of rainfall, 37 different soils, 8 different ecological zones. We can grow almost anything in the Republic of South Sudan.
Wow, so yes, Amir says water rafting seems fun and exciting. Yes, one of the many things that you can do if you visit South Sudan.
This is the capital city, of course, Juba. The capital city, Juba. The capital city didn't look like this in 2011 when we achieved our independence. But of course, South Sudan is an oil-producing nation, 3.5 billion barrels annually that is reserved, and so we have 22 minerals, and on top of that, of course, the oil and agriculture. So that's the capital city, and because of the oil, the country is booming. So the country is very rich in the natural resources. Therefore, we want to attract foreign direct investment into the country. And of course, there is Fly Dubai 3 times a week. That is Sundays and Wednesdays and Fridays from Dubai to Juba. So I invite people to discover the undiscovered, as I said, the unseen, the untold, the unknown. The currency is the South Sudan pound. That's the South Sudan pound. That's the currency here, South Sudan pound. That's the flag, representing the flag of the Republic of South Sudan. Again, inviting people to discover the undiscovered. As I mentioned, there is great things. In my own words, I would say South Sudan is the 9th wonder.
Oh, well, there we go. Okay, so maybe other people may agree with you, because we have Anik that says beautiful, and Karunda says his country is beautiful. So lots of people that are in awe and maybe hopefully can visit. So we have this display here, again carrying on that theme of the bright white wall. So what is this displaying for us over here?
Display, it has different shows in terms of the sports and culture, as well as investment opportunities. You can see here's the ethnic composition in South Sudan. Brings the ethnic composition in South Sudan. Now this switches to Arabic. It tells you the Dinka tribe, the Nuer, the Shuluk, the religion in South Sudan, the composition as well. So it shows it in South Sudan.
Perfect.
So basically,
so
this is the life.
If people visit this pavilion, they can get some extra information from viewing these iPads, these tablets, and they can get all that information.
Certainly.
Okay, so moving on through. Yes, and we have Nabil says, beautiful white Sudan pavilion. Yes, it's different to many of the others that I've seen. It's nice to see things taken with a different concept. So we have Potential Kamal, and he says, I like your tie, Mr. Deng.
Oh, I actually purposely put on this tie because with the different colors, I think it gives the image of happiness, in my own words, I think puts you in the right mood. I think that's why I thought this tie was
amazing.
Was
okay, so what is this screen displaying?
This screen is the guinea worm program, because we have that guinea worm in South Sudan. And then, of course, it's in some countries in Africa, but South Sudan was able to eradicate the guinea worm in South Sudan. What is guinea worm? Guinea worm is a worm that actually lives in the abdomen of a human being, and it grows, and it's very painful. So the President Jimmy Carter, the Carter Center in Atlanta, Georgia, had the program for South Sudan. So we are very happy that guinea worm has been eradicated in South Sudan. And of course, one thing I want to mention is, besides being tallest people in South Sudan in the world, as I mentioned, this is a book of like one of the models. We have about 7 beautiful models in all over the world, in New York and also in Canada and Australia.
Yes, I recognize her.
So Alek Wagan, as you can see, she's in New York. She's the first South Sudanese model. And now we have about 10 popular South Sudanese models. You can go to the YouTube, you can see it. Very tall people. So this is also the beauty of the Republic of South Sudan.
Amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to pan the camera up, and it is a little bit far away, but if you can see these things hanging, these hanging displays, it's beautiful pictures of nature, animals, landscapes, and even history, which you can, if you visit this pavilion, you can get to look at. And it's just another element of the design, which is really beautiful. And then behind us, we have something for the children, perhaps?
Yeah, this is, of course, a lot of thanks and appreciation goes to the storytellers and the curators. For the Expo, of course, putting this together. This is a puzzle for the children, basically. It's being, these blocks get moved around. It's a figure of an individual, of a woman here, and there's a figure of a man there. So the children get to have a good time with it, to play around in order to come up with the right figure of the person. So this is very good for the children to spend good time.
Perfect. So as we draw to a close, we'll just finish up with looking at these 2 figures at the top here.
Yes, here the figure here is His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit, our current President of the Republic of South Sudan, and to the left is our first Vice President of Sudan before independence, Dr. John Garang.
Perfect. Okay, so thank you so much, His Excellency Mr. Deng, and we have together earned our second badge of the show, which is the South Sudan badge, which is now unlocked. And we also want to announce this is our 148th pavilion that we've visited on this show. So beautiful. Amazing. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank
We've really
Danielle.
learned so much knowledge.
Thank you very
and
much.
had a great experience.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay, yes, bye-bye to Mr. Deng, Nabil, yes. Okay, Romy, thank you for having us. Yes, thank you for watching. So, 2 pavilions explored. I'm now going to refer to my daily leaderboard, and we have in first position 20 Twin Twins with 260 points. We have Nabil with 227. We have, 230, sorry. We have Rhonda with 227, Kirunda with 224, Prince Imran Ali and Romy DuPont with 209 points, and then we have Fidel, Hassan, Marcellus and Sean all with 206 points, so it's very, very close. Okay, so as always, keep getting involved because those positions can change very easily and very quickly. So I'm just making my way down, and we've got more to explore, haven't we? I explained that there's a lot to see in this episode. Okay, Rhonda, thank you, and a beautiful pavilion. They'll be so happy to hear that. It's so crazy, isn't it, how all of these pavilions look so different. It's really nice when they have a theme and they execute it perfectly. Okay, Abu Jackson, I love Dubai Expo, so do we. Okay, so I'm making my way down and I can spy a robot in the distance. There's always a lot to see here. Let me try and catch up with it. Getting on close. Hello, Dennis in Montreal. Hello, robot. There we go. So this is the future, everybody. Passing Indonesia on my left. I can also hear music. Hello, Roxana in Peru. Okay, just a reminder, this is episode 73. So there may have been, it's very likely that you could have missed an episode or 2 or 10. So check out virtualexpodubai.com where you can check out some previous broadcasts and catch up on anything that you've missed. Exactly, Nabil. How lovely. Expo where the world comes together. So, I said that there's always a lot happening here. There's always things to get involved for old and for young. So I'm going to check out one of these screens because it is so good to get involved with these because they're really fun for everybody of all ages. So I've got my phone and there we go. Get that QR code. All right, I've got to press this calibrate button.
Let me see.
Yes! Oh wow! Oh no! He's stuck in the phone!
Quick, check your phone.
Oh no! I mean, how amazing would this be for kids? How do we get him out? Oh no, I think apparently I have to put my hands up to try and get him out of the phone and back into Expo. Quick, help! Again. I'm trying. I'm listening to Latifa and she says shake my hand. Oh, and here we go. He's rescued and he is back at Expo. Amazing. Yes, exactly, Khaled. It's a great game. Isn't that wonderful for the children? I mean, I quite enjoyed it as well as an adult. So it's great for everybody to get involved. Nabil, exactly, that's what the show is here for. If you didn't get to see that in Expo, make sure you check out one of those screens while you're here. So we keep it moving and we've got a next part of the show that I didn't explain earlier. It's turning into quite a food review, isn't it, these shows? So we are on our way to eat. Who's hungry? What time is it in the world where you're watching? Have you had dinner yet? Because I'm now on my way to Al Reef Bakery for some Lebanese treats. Okay, so Deborah in the UK, hello! I am from the UK as well, I'm from England. Whereabouts are you from, Deborah? And you've said that your husband and yourself are coming over on the 23rd of February from the UK. Excellent, we can't wait to have you here. And let us know, are you going to be checking out that UK pavilion? You might have to get a week's pass because there's so much to see. Okay, carrying on through and we see another robot, of course. And look at how beautiful it is here. So 20 twins, you are hungry? Well, so am I. Okay, let me know. We've actually had some Lebanese food on the show before, so I have a bit of an idea of what I may be tasting. So let me know what your favourite type of Lebanese food is. Do you know any dishes? What is it best known for? 20 twins, Rashid and Latifa are so sweet. Aren't they the cutest? Well, I certainly am working for my food because Expo is huge, so it's taking me a little bit of time. But give me 30 seconds or so and I will be at this bakery. Yes, Khalid, it's a nice game. Okay, perfect. I see it in the distance. I'm getting there as quick as I can. We've got a jam-packed show for you today, as always. So, anybody watching from Lebanon? Because we're about to eat some Lebanese food, and here we are. I am approaching Al Reef Lebanese Bakery. And I see my next guest there, ready and waiting for me. Yes, amazing. Okay, perfect. So we now have our next greeter. Hello, Hassan.
Hi, how are you? Fine.
Thank you so much for having us. We're really excited.
Welcome to Reef Lebanese Bakery. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you. We're good, thank you. We're so excited to try some food.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
So, Lebanese
This
bakery.
our-
Let's have a
yeah.
look at some of the food on offer here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have here?
We have this Lebanese papaya. We are offering it is fresh always. And we have spinach, we have meat, we have pizza, we have franks, we have
Okay,
cheese,
perfect.
and we have also Manakish, big one. We are making an order.
Manakish, that's what I've heard about. A very
Yes.
popular Lebanese
Yes,
dish, isn't
Lebanese
it?
Marrakesh, big size, and we are offering the best Marrakesh in the town. And the Reef Lebanese Bakery since 1986, and we have 3 branches in Dubai.
3 branches in Dubai?
Yes, and one in Jumeirah, and one in Karama, and other one in Sharjah. And we have other restaurants also, Reef Lebanese restaurants.
Perfect.
Welcome,
So
welcome.
we have viewers watching the show,
Yeah.
and we have somebody that says, "Oh, we have where's it gone?" Yes. So potential camera says, "Oh, Al Reef, my favourite."
Yes, welcome, welcome.
Okay. So are we able to try a little bit of food today?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. So I'll follow you in. I'll sit this side, Hassan. And I'm excited to try some food, everybody. So what will we be trying today?
Now we are trying Marrakesh cheese and Marrakesh za'atar and Marrakesh meat, and we have also za'atar with vegetables also, and cheese with za'atar, cheese with meat. We have a lot of varieties.
Amazing.
And we'll try some of them now. Okay, and it is interesting for all nationalities in Dubai, and all used to try it and to buy it.
Okay, perfect.
Welcome.
So za'atar, I've heard this za'atar, and it's on a lot of the Lebanese dishes. What exactly is za'atar?
Za'atar is a kind of thyme, and we from mountains in Lebanon, from Lebanese mountains, and we'll also use it with sesame and some of sumac. Okay, and
Oh
little
yes,
salt.
sumac, I've heard of that
And
also.
little salt, and it is very tasty and favorite for all the people.
Perfect. Okay, so we have our menu here, and thankfully I'm a big fan of cheese, and because that features a lot in the dishes, cheese and meats and spinach and everything. And Nabil says, I love mixed cheese and za'atar manakish. 20 twins, this will be yummy today. Wow.
We start now.
Yes, fantastic. So what do we have first here?
This cheese with meat or beef also, you can try it. And this
Okay,
za'atar
perfect.
with cheese also.
Okay, amazing. So, and eat with me. Are you hungry also?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Right.
both eat together.
Yes.
Okay, so
Start
first I'm
by
going to
yourself
try
now.
the cheese and za'atar.
This cheese with za'atar, yeah, it is very authentic for everybody, and they like it. All nationalities now used to use za'atar and cheese, and also this meat only beef. This cheese plain, okay, and it is very nice, tasty.
Eat with me.
Yeah, I will try this one.
So the one with za'atar is a very distinct flavour. It's quite rich. It's very nice, but the bread, of course, bread can be quite heavy, but it's very thin,
Yeah.
isn't it? So it's not too heavy. So these are both meat. What is the difference between these
This
two?
meat and this cheese with meat.
Oh, okay.
And this is a plain cheese.
Okay, so let's try the one with the meat. So what is your best-selling dish?
Best selling, all they are more cheese and za'atar. And also za'atar.
Wow.
This now za'atar with vegetables also. It is more ordering for that.
Wow, so there's so many options. I think we're definitely going to be taking some of this food
Yeah.
with us because it's too much for me to eat right now. So again, this one with meat is also very light. It's just a light sprinkling of meat on the top there. So really nice. I'm the biggest fan of cheese, so that's always going to be my favourite. Really
And
tasty.
we have also pizza and chicken franks also. We have more varieties. This up to the client orders.
And what is your favourite?
My favorite za'atar.
Za'atar, yeah? So
Because it
guys,
is from
Sorry?
Lebanon, from Lebanese mountains.
yes, I've been to Lebanon.
No, well,
Yes, I went to Lebanon in 2013.
2013.
Yeah, so a long time
it is
ago.
very good. It's nice, very beautiful Lebanon.
This one looks very fresh. It all tastes very, very fresh. This one looks amazing with the olives and mints.
Mint also, and tomato, very nice also. And this, before all the nationalities now, they are known this za'atar. Before nobody known za'atar. Now in this time, that means time in English, but in Lebanese we call it za'atar. Okay, this herb is from the mountains of Lebanon.
So exactly, everybody. So za'atar obviously comes from Lebanon, but we also call it thyme elsewhere. So if you're familiar with the taste of thyme, then you'll be familiar with the taste of za'atar. And exactly 22 and Twins Yummy Bakery. Okay, you have 3 branches in Dubai.
In Dubai, yes, and one in Sharjah.
And 1 in Sharjah. So if you are local to the UAE, so make sure you check them out and try this food because it tastes super, super fresh. So amazing. We'll definitely be back. We'll have to take some with us. Thank you so much. So Rhonda, the olive and the tomato one looks great. Yes, it does. I'm going to take 1 quick bite before I leave. And everybody, we have also now earned our next badge of the show, which is the Al Reef Bakery show. Al Reef Bakery badge. So we've earned our 3rd badge with you. Thank you so much for your help,
Welcome,
Hassan.
Al Reef Lebanese Bakery, anytime.
That's very nice. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much, Hassan. We're so happy to have been on the show.
Hope to visit us again.
Have a little quick pan over some of those manakis just to finish it off. And thank you so much for having us.
Welcome.
Thank you. Take care and good luck.
Do you like to...
Okay, everybody. Okay. Yes, so we'll take it with us. We'll be back later. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Bye-bye.
He's making sure I've got that food to take away. I couldn't possibly eat all that in one show, could I? Yes, Leeken, delicious, yummy bakery. Well, everybody, we've got to keep it moving. We have got a lot going on in this show. So we've got to move on to our next section of the show. Because if you remember, if you're paying attention at the beginning, yes, Nabil, you took the words right out of my mouth. Iraq is our next pavilion. Okay, so let me know if you have you tasted manakishas before? What would have been your favourite one of those? I thought for me it was just going to be the cheese one, but then when I got a quick bite of the za'atar, mint, tomato and olive one, that one was pretty impressive as well. Just tastes so fresh. Rhonda, you will visit that restaurant? Yes, go and check it out. You're going to have a lot of places to choose from. And if you look back through the shows, you're going to be able to see and experience that food and be able to make your choices a little bit easier. So I am approaching Iraq. Yes, Ola, definitely put it on your list. So here we go, and we're going to be immediately captivated by this stunning pavilion. And today we have not 1 but 2 greeters ready for us. So I'm going to get straight in there because we have got a lot to explore and very limited time. Hello, we have Sarah and we have Ahmed.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome to Live at Expo.
Hi.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we have 2 of you here today. Yes. We're so excited to explore this pavilion. The design looks magnificent. So what is the significance of this design?
So it was designed by the architect Ray Al-Ani. The concept behind it is based on a fishing net. We call it Siliya in Iraq, and that's where the shape was inspired from. The colors on it is ranging from red to orange to yellow. They represent the photovoltaic potential of Iraq to produce solar energy. We have a very high potential, which means we'll be able to produce our own energy. Hopefully, we use that opportunity in the future.
Amazing. Well, I think we're going to be going with Ahmed first,
Yes,
aren't we?
exactly.
And we'll meet you soon. Sarah.
Are you ready,
Thank
guys, to take the tour?
Yes, we're definitely ready.
Let's start. Please follow.
Thank you. So we have people watching live, and already people are really loving the design. We have Hayakum Iraq from Nabil, and we
nice.
have Ola says, wow, this looks, and lots of love heart emojis.
I would like to thank Sharaftuna in Arabic.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so
Would you like some
beautiful
tea?
view. Okay, yes, let's try a little
Iraqi
bit of
tea?
tea. I didn't expect that, but that's going to help me wash down my food. Let's have a little try. That looks very hot. Okay, I'll try it a little bit. Try not to burn my mouth.
Careful, it's hot.
Oh, it's sweet.
Yeah,
A little bit sweet. I wasn't quite expecting
We
that.
like some sugar in our tea.
Oh, amazing. Very tasty. A good way to start the show. Perfect. Okay, so
Shall we
let's get
start?
started.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to say that we have silver circles on the ground. So those silver circles, they go all around the pavilion and they draw the map of Iraq. Currently, we're standing in the map, and from the north to the south, we have these two structures going through. On your left, we have what represents the Tigris River, and on your right, the Euphrates River. In between them, the most ancient civilization started. It was called the Sumerian civilization, and the most ancient form of typing or literacy, which was called cuneiform. And this whole area is called Mesopotamia, which means the land in between the rivers. So now we're going to take a tour in between the rivers and explore some of the historical sites available in Iraq. We'll start with Ishtar Gate. So this gate was built by the king Nebuchadnezzar II in the year 575 BCE as a gift to the Babylonian goddess named Ishtar. That's why it was called Ishtar Gate. It was one of 8 gates protecting the inner walls of the city of Babylon, and the first road to be ever paved using tar was done behind that gate. It was connecting it to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which were considered one of the 7 wonders of the old world.
Wow, it looks magnificent.
Thank you.
Really magical. Okay, moving on through.
Okay, so now we'll go to Malwiyat Samarra. So Malwiya is an Arabic word which means spiral, and Samarra is the city where this is based in. This structure was built back in the Abbasi period in the year 851 AD, and it was basically the largest mosque back in that time. The mosque was the outside fenced area, and it was able to take up to 80,000 people who came and prayed in it. The spiral structure was the minaret. So the person who calls for the prayer used to go up 5 times a day, a total of 399 steps to the top part, entering inside the room on top and then calling the prayer using his voice, where it starts to echo all the way to the city outside. So now it's there only for its historical importance, also as an architectural masterpiece found in Salahuddin city in Samarra area.
It looks a little bit scary to walk up.
It does, but when you go there, I believe it's fun to go there.
Yes.
So you need to go and visit Iraq and see these amazing parts.
Okay, so I'm seeing lots of nature and seeing some of those landscapes.
Yeah, we'll change a bit from the historical side to a more natural side. So here we have the marshes, or the Mesopotamian marshes. It's a lowland area filled with drinkable and clear shallow water, located in the south, and it spans over 5 Iraqi cities with an area of 40,000 square kilometers. This was listed as a heritage site by the UNESCO in 2016, and the people living there, they're called Arabs of the marshes. Their houses are built over water. They use a special kind of boat, we call it in Iraqi mashhoof, as a mean of transportation and navigation, and they use fishing as a main source of income. Thus, if you see above us, the ceiling of the pavilion was made to represent the fisherman net when being thrown all over the map of Iraq to resemble catching the vast amount of opportunities and generosities found in it. The coloring scheme on the net, ranging from light yellow to dark red, is connected with the map, and it reflects the amount of solar power potential available in these areas of Iraq.
Perfect. So someone just asked us which season is good for tourism in Iraq. So which is the best time of year to visit?
There are different times. If you like summer, you can go in July, in June. And if you like the cold weather, you can go in December and November. And I believe September and December are the best for the tourism.
Okay, good to know.
So here we have a special visit. The Pope's visit to Iraq last March. So this visit was historical because it was the first time for the head of the Catholic Church to come and visit us. And it had many positive messages. One of them being that Iraq is a country that accepts all kinds of religions and beliefs. Also, when he came, he brought with him a message of peace. We want to send the same message to all other countries around us.
Beautiful. Okay, so I have Ola says, this is so interesting. I love the presentation.
Thank you,
And
Ola.
Deborah says, beautiful Iraq. And Potential Camel says that water is so clear. So people are really
Thanks a lot, guys.
appreciating the stunning
And hopefully in the near
landscapes.
future you can visit us in Iraq and see these amazing places also. So now we have arrived at the Martyrs Monument. This monument was built in Baghdad, the capital of Iraq, in 1983 to commemorate the martyrs who lost their lives defending their country. Underneath it we have a museum containing their names engraved on marble walls. so they can be forever engraved in our hearts and remembered throughout the history. This was designed by Ismail Fattah al-Turk, and if you go and visit this in real life and stand further away from it, you're going to see an optical illusion. You'll see that the domes will appear as one full part. Once you start coming closer and closer, they'll go further away from each other, revealing something in between them. So what's in between them represents the souls of the martyrs penetrating the ground, wrapped in the Iraqi flag, which is their shroud, splitting the dome into two halves, and then continuing their journey into the heavens. Thank you very much, guys, for listening and joining us in the Iraqi pavilion. So we explained some of the important parts of Iraq. Now, my colleague Sarah will take you to the rest parts.
Perfect.
I hope you enjoyed the tour.
Okay, so just to ask again, Nabilas, what is the name of the monument?
The last one?
Yes.
It's called in English the Martyrs Monument, and in Arabic, Nasb al-Shahid.
Thank you, Ahmed.
Thank you very much,
for all of
guys.
your knowledge.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Okay, so we're on to the next section of our pavilion.
Let's
Hello,
continue
Sarah.
our tour. We still have 3 more galleries inside. As you know, Iraq is very known for its history in arts. So we'll take you into a tour from ancient or old pieces of work until the contemporary arts.
Okay, perfect.
So this first gallery, all the pieces, the paintings and the sculptures are done by the pioneers of fine arts in Iraq. All of them are the original pieces, some aging back to 80, 90, even 100 years old. This one, for example, is the original piece that was gifted to King Faisal II of Iraq. It's more than 100 years old by now. So all of them are, the artists are well known in their history in art in Iraq. This one, for example, the artist wanted to show the various sects and religions that we have in Iraq, so he drew a worship place and a symbol from each religion and sect, showing how they're all living together in the same country.
Beautiful.
We have a collection of paintings, of sculptures, all of them also, as I said, are original ones.
Okay, so people seem very excited that there's
Thank
another
you.
section of this pavilion.
Thank you.
And we have Rhonda that said, beautiful gown.
Thank you. It's called Hashmi, and it's a traditional Iraqi piece or gown. Thank you.
Amazing. Okay, so we have more.
Yes, we still
galleries
have
to
2 more galleries inside.
Okay, so lots to see.
So, here we have gypsum replicas from the original pieces. We got them from the Iraqi National Museum. We talk about are they from the Babylonian civilization, Assyrian civilization, and the Hatra kingdom. As we know, Mesopotamia has many civilizations that came over the history of it, from Babylonians to Akkadians to Assyrians. And then we have also the Hatra kingdom.
Wow, so we have some beautiful replicas of these ancient pieces of art.
Yeah.
Amazing. And I spot something on the wall here, so let's follow
Yes,
you
let's
on
talk
through.
about that. So these are done using freehand writing by a young Iraqi artist. His name is Ra'ed Nada. He started his journey in writing during the protests that happened in Baghdad in 2019, and they're verses from poems by famous Iraqi poets.
Okay, so from historical art to
Contemporary art. So these pieces are done by young Iraqi artists, recently done, 1 to 2 years old as a maximum. And you can see how art changes and evolves over time.
So vibrant, the colours of these, and
Yeah.
so unusual. Just have a quick pan round.
And we're not done yet.
We're not?
We're not done yet. We still have a theater there.
Okay, amazing. I can hear music.
Yes. We have a live performance going on right now. We have that every night from 4 to 8.
Okay, wow.
وكل الهلا بحبيبي يا حبيبي ولا محشر يشهد الغزيبي كل الهلا بحبيبي يا حبيبي يا محشر يشهد الغزيبي تمنيتك يا الغالي انت طيبي تمنيتك يا الغالي انت طيبي يا ابو عيون الوسيع وخد الخيال بالجانس عالم رجوعنا وحزامه والوسط عمايل
Hope you enjoyed, and on that note we've now earned our next badge of the pavilion of the show, and that is our Iraq badge has now been unlocked.
Wow!
And this is now our 149th pavilion that we have visited.
Wow! I hope you finish all of it.
Hopefully. Well, thank you so much,
Thank you
Sarah.
so
Thank
much
you for
for
having
coming.
us. It's so
My
amazing.
pleasure.
The Iraq Pavilion has so much to offer.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
And thank you, Ahmed.
You're most welcome, guys.
Thank you.
And please visit us at the Iraqi Pavilion.
Yes,
You're
please.
all welcome here.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Good
much
luck.
for coming.
Take care,
Take care.
Daniel.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay, wow. I mean, how much was going on in that pavilion? From the art, even the art of the design, to the live music. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at the final leaderboard. We have 20 Twin Twins with 514 points, Nabil Mohammed with 475 points, Rhonda with 469 points, Kirunda with 445 points, and then we have Romy with 409 points, the Humpty Dumpty with 400 points, joint with Jordan Fish. We have Ola Slaughter with 318 points, Potential Camel with 318 points, and Sean Boston with 306 points. How amazing is that? You've all earned so many points, and we hope that you continue trying to earn those points in the next episodes. So it's now getting to the end of the show, and you know what's happening now. It's that point where we need to pledge our seeds of change. So it's voting time. We have #1 clean energy, #2 using less, #3 green cities, #4 healthy planet, #5 eating well, #6 living together, #7 happy people, or #8 cleaner water. You have 1 or 2 minutes to get your votes in, so please get involved because I can't make that decision. It's too difficult because all of these causes are all equally important. Okay, so just finishing up outside of this pavilion, and you can see it in its true beauty with all of those colours and lights. So I'll keep walking while I'm waiting for those votes to come in. Okay, so let me look back at some of your comments that I may have missed. So, 20 Twin Twins, bravo to the performing man. Yes, Nabil, we earned another badge. And 20 Twin Twins, Karunda, I am glad that you enjoyed the music. So glad. And again, I will remind you, because I don't want you to miss out on anything, check out virtualexpodubai.com. Check out those old episodes. If you enjoyed today, imagine how much more you could explore if you check out previous broadcasts. I'm keeping walking, going past the Kingdom of Bahrain. I'm approaching Pakistan with its beautiful colours on the outside, and I'm waiting for you to keep voting. Okay, yes. So the metallic Kingdom of Bahrain pavilion there, on my right. And then coming up close, I have Pakistan, another colourful pavilion. Okay, amazing. Are those votes nearly done? Okay, it's nearly time. Okay, so the winner of today's show is #8 cleaner water. Amazing, thank you so much for voting. Okay, I really appreciate you getting involved, and make sure you subscribe and follow so you don't miss out. Tune in on February 10th for our next episode of Live at Expo, episode 74. Thank you so much. And just to finish, I think it's a great idea to